Hello, my name is Christine Bowen, and this is going to be a discussion on dimensions of cultural difference and the leader skill sets. So, first, I'm going to talk about describing what these dimensions of cultural difference are. Chin and Trimble state that leader skill sets are a set of 14 cultural dimensions and influence patterns of behavior in leadership. Acquiring knowledge in cultural difference is a process and a skill. The different styles or personalities that a leader has allows the leader to lead in different situations. These different skill sets can be problematic with creating stereotypic characterizations of the groups based on personality and skill set. The dimensions can be helpful when focusing on leadership training for awareness, skills, and knowledge of these dimensions. Chin and Trimble is quoted stating, "These dimensions highlight the importance of understanding alternative and multiple perspectives and how diversity leadership training can be important to avoid miscommunication, address power dynamics, and minimize pejorative or biased judgments of behavior." It can be difficult for multiple dimension leaders to get together and make a decision when working together as a team, depending on how their communication process is influenced. Now let's talk about multicultural dilemmas. Valuing diversity is not only viewed as being good for business, but it promotes a harmonious, diverse, and global society. Leaders can train their teams to live this diverse, multicultural, and global environment that is in alignment with the social goals of the above values. It is aligned with diversity ideologies of inclusion from both in group and out group associates, advantaged and oppressed groups, majority and minority groups, to ensure that leaders are interculturally fluent. There is training that is more targeted for diverse leaders that stresses the importance on the challenges of inconsistencies between one's experiences and their identities, or their identities and their leadership types. Now, to develop a high functioning team, there is a KSA model that I'm going to talk about. It's called the Knowledge, Skills, and Awareness Model. It can be useful for the training of diverse leaders. Knowledge is the information on cultural differences that is needed to perform a task. The information people should have included is specific knowledge about racial and cultural practice and about how experiences affect leaders personally and as leaders. It is the acknowledgement of racist attitudes, beliefs, and feelings, as well as the privileges one may have benefited from because of one's social identities. Skills are the abilities a person needs to complete a certain task in cross cultural communication. Gaining the skills that are necessary could include looking out for training, development, and consultation practices to advance their understanding and effectiveness towards cross cultural communication. Having awareness is being sensitive and showing appropriate attitudes towards difference and diversity. Being aware includes appreciating these differences and how they influence interaction and communication. Now, to manage an effective, globally diverse team, there are three concepts that I'm going to mention in this next section that will discuss that. These three concepts are similar in the way that all three are needed for effective understanding to the application of cross-cultural diversity. The knowledge of diversity is important to knowing what people experience, having the skill to communicate with diverse groups, and the awareness of how people are communicating amongst each other effectively. This is especially important to make sure that everyone is understanding the projects and their responsibilities. The importance of these three key areas is to manage a globally diverse team in education, practice, and execution of effective leadership. All of this information was obtained from the Diversity and Leadership text written by Chin and Trimble. Thank you so much.